Welcome into another video, and we're just gonna get straight to it. I have a market April 5th. This is gonna be my last market for a little bit because I live in Florida and it's already starting to get a bit warm. So this is gonna be my last market until like the fall, until it cools down. But this is the same little pop-up market that I've been doing literally all year because it's just such a good time, such a good vibe. It's low-key, but I do have some things that I need to market prep. Specifically, we have a little list of things that are in priority because either I don't have any of these, I don't think. So we need to make these things, but we're gonna market prep. If you guys are new here, I'm Haley. I have a crochet small business, so let's get into market prepping. I have created a little handy dandy little list, and here are my top priorities. It is Tuesday. I forgot to pick up the camera yesterday. So today is Tuesday. We need to get all this done by Friday. So, you know, we have a few days. We can do it. So, on my list we have axolotls. I don't have specific numbers for any of these, just as many as I can like possibly get done. That's what we're going with. Axolotls, a small bunny, small chicks, mallards, and penguins, and then triceratops, specifically the one from Club Crochet. They're like the smaller ones. So these are the what, 1 2 3 4 5 6 items I need to make because I don't have any. But yesterday was Monday and I spent yesterday doing the ones that that pain me the most, and if you guys know me, that is axolotls. I don't know what it is. Let me know if you guys feel the same way, but I feel like all crocheters, I feel like I haven't met a crocheter who likes making axolotls. I used a pattern from Crochet Grove. Nothing wrong with the pattern, nothing wrong with the pattern. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like the gills, the feet, the eyes, like the surface crochet. Maybe it's a combination of all of it that it just, I can't. But let me show you guys all the axolotls I made yesterday. They're not finished, so we need to finish them today, but let me show you the colors I did. So yesterday I ended up doing all of these guys, and you're like, Haley, they looked finished. No, I haven't done the surface crochet on any of them, like the surface crochet that goes down the back and a little bit down under the tail. I still need to do the surface crochet for all of these, but these are the three colors that I like to make axolotls in. Obviously, we have the standard pink, purple, and blue, and I do what is it called, like monochrome, that is the same color, just different shades. So that's that. I was debating on doing some green ones. Maybe if I have like spare time, we can do obviously light green with the darker green gills. But we have a total of 6, just 2 in each color, just because this market isn't like the biggest thing ever. So I think 6 would do good. I think 6 would do good. Last time I only brought 2 and they both sold. So this time we have 6, and we also have 3 colors. So I need to put the gills on these. I think I'm gonna head over onto TikTok Live and just do the surface crochets because it's something simple and quick. And yeah, if you guys don't know, I do go live over on TikTok. I've had so many people asking, like they want to like see me live on TikTok, and they ask for like a time. I have no time. Someone literally just messaged me and they were like, hey, like I'm from YouTube, I heard that you go live, what time do you go live? And I told them like, I don't know, I'm just like on there, like I don't know, I don't have a certain time, just because my schedule is always just so busy, and like I just don't know. I go live whenever I have the chance to, and then I go live. So sometimes I'll go live like I rarely ever go live like in the morning. The earliest I think I've ever gone live is like maybe 11, but a lot of times I go live like around like 1, sometimes 3, sometimes 4, sometimes at night, so sometimes like 9, sometimes I'll just show up at 11 p.m. I don't know. Just make sure you're following me, and hopefully TikTok will send you a notification. I know for some people it sends them notifications when I go live. I know for others they don't, but I'm sorry guys, I don't have a time. I'm sorry. I just go live whenever I can. Like for example, right now it is 1:05 and I'm gonna go live. So it's honestly just so random, but I do go live on TikTok. That's all I'm gonna say. If you catch me, That's awesome. If you're not, just keep on trying. I promise you I go live. I promise I go live every day. It's just a different time every single day. But real quick before I get on TikTok live, I want to show you guys what I finished this morning. I started working on this also yesterday, but I finished them this morning. But last time I was at this market, so the same market I'm doing this weekend is one I've done in the past, and I've been doing the same. It's like a little pop-up in the same location in the same little town. And last time I was there, a customer was telling me that she's interested in like an otter, but I didn't have any otters, but I told her I do make otters. So she took one of my business cards, and then later after the market she sent me a message saying if she can place a custom order for 3 items that she can pick up at the market I'm doing this weekend, since it's the same one. And I was like, yes, of course. And she told me she wanted an otter, a cat, and a little dog. So I finished all of those just so that I can make sure I have them done, so I'm not rushing to get them done, so that she can pick them up on Saturday at the market. But let me show you. First we have this little otter. I don't recall the patterns because I literally just bought them, so I'll put them on the screen. But look at this little otter. Like, are you kidding? This little guy was so cutesy, and he's holding like a little fish. But I know this one's for her daughter because she said her daughter likes otters. So here is a little otter. And then she told me that her friends are both pregnant. I don't really know. So I think these are like little gifts. I don't really know. But then we have a cat. And I know this pattern is from AQ Crochets. And this one is just a little cat. And then this one is literally the cutest thing ever. It's like a little dog. I found this pattern on Etsy, and I sent her like multiple options for different ones, and I'm so glad she picked up like this little dog. Like, this is the cutest thing ever. I've never made a dog like this before, and it was such a simple, quick, easy little pattern. So guys, look how cute her little custom is. And this custom is also so perfect because this covers my market booth fee. Like, this order just in itself. So technically I'm gonna be going to the market on Saturday already in the green because this covers my market booth fee, which is kind of insane to think about. That's actually crazy. But I just wanted to show you guys those little customs that I finished this morning. So now we're gonna head over onto TikTok live and hopefully finish the axolotls. Sounds good, yeah. TikTok live. It is 2:28 now, and like I mentioned, I said I was gonna get the axolotls done, which I did. So let me show you. First we have the 2 pink ones. How cute. Once again, this pattern is from Crochet Grove. So we have 2 pink, 2 purple, and then for the blue I only had this much of the dark blue, and this was not enough to do both of the spines, so I decided to use this yarn instead, which I've never done before for an axolotl. Whoa. But I think they came out really cute. You have like little ombre-ish kind of spikes, but they're still very cutesy. So all of that is done now. I need to go head out to pick up my little brother from school, but once we get back, we need to grind out something next on our list. I think we maybe crank out some chicks, mallards, and penguins. I think that's something that we can tackle. I think we can at least get maybe 2 of each of them done. I think that'll be good. I don't want to go overboard with market prepping, but I think at least 2 of each of those will be good. So I think we're going to tackle that once I get back. I just got back from picking up my little brother from school, and we have some mail to open. These 3 Amazon were in my front porch, and then I picked this one up, the box, at the post office from my P.O. box this morning. So let's do some unboxing. For the first 2 packages are unboxed, as you can see, and we have some poly mailers. This one is 10 by 13, and then this one is 9 by 6, and of course they're purple. When I was on Amazon, I couldn't find the poly mailers that I normally get, because the ones I get are not this shade of purple. They are this shade of purple. I think this one is just so much prettier compared to this one. This one's like more like a pink purple, and the ones that I typically get are this, and this is the brand, but I couldn't, hold on. This is the brand of them, but I couldn't find this one in the 10 by 13. I think I was able to find them in this one, but I couldn't find them in the 10 by 13. So I had to end up going with these two. I don't really know what this is. This may not be mine, but oh. Guys, this is yarn that I ordered. Plush chenille yarn. Guys, this is yarn that I ordered for a custom order. I never order yarn off of Amazon. What in the... What the heck? Oh my... I think they're like vacuum sealed. What the heck? Oh my god, the poor yarn. Now I'm questioning if this is even like enough yarn. I think it's like 120 yards. Oh. Okay. There we go. There we go. It looks a little bit less questionable now. Oh, this yarn is a lot thinner. This looks like the same size as, this looks like the same size and feels kind of like similar to Posh. This is the brand of the yarn. Huh. It's very similar to Posh, I would say. It's not as like smooth as Posh, but... Posh dupe? I don't know, maybe. Let me know if you guys have ever tried this yarn, but this shall be interesting. Shall be interesting. The last package is from Monique, and she was able to find me some yarn at Michael's, and so I bought it off of her. If you guys know, the same thing with the Sweet Snuggles light shortage. You guys already know that whole deal. But, ooh. Let me just use the scissor. That yarn, guys, this teal looks like the most scrumptious formula. This is the nicest Sweet Snuggles I've ever felt. Oh my, guys, just by looking at it, you can tell. Just by looking at it, you can tell how phenomenal this formula is. That is amazing. Then we have a country blue. Also amazing formula. Look at that. Oh my god. And then we have a purple. This one is a little like, it looks like a little velvety, but it's super soft. And you know, I'll take it. If it's usable, if you can use it, it is super soft. It looks a little velvety, but it is super soft. So you can definitely crochet with it. Let me show you the difference. You can see how it looks like a little velvety, but it's honestly still really soft, and it's not like flattened. So it definitely, when I run out of my other purple, we still have this purple. But these are the 3 colors we got. Now I did the bodies of all the birds. I took a fat nap, I had dinner, and now I just finished all the birds, which you guys just saw. So we have this little penguin. I also just had to do dark gray instead of black, because black you can't see the safety eyes, and I was like, I don't want to struggle and then have to like embroider whites around the eyes. I didn't want to go through all of that for a smaller item, so I just did dark gray for the penguins. Then we have the chick, and then the mallard, and then I just did 2 of each. I think that's a good number for this pop-up that I have coming up. I think that's pretty solid. Now we're gonna move on to the triceratops from Club Crochet. This pattern right here is from All From Jade. It's her car hanger pattern, so these are just the animals not on the car hangers, and I think they're just like the perfect cute little like small plush. So I do them, sometimes I do them with the hangers, without the hanger. Here we have them without the hanger, so they can just simply just be a plushie. Now we're gonna work on the triceratops pattern from Club Crochet. I have not made this pattern in a minute, but it's such a good seller at markets, so we're gonna do that. Also, I just started rewatching You because I saw on Netflix that a new season is coming out, and I felt like I needed a huge recap because You is a show that I've only ever seen once, and then I would watch the new seasons like as they came out. But I was like, you know what? I feel like I need to like just do a full recap of the show because you guys know it's like creepy, like it's weird, it's interesting, it's like, so I feel like I needed a whole recap. So I started it on Sunday. It's Tuesday and I'm already like a third of the way into season 2. Guys, it's so bad. That's so bad. But I picked out some colors for the triceratops. We have like blue, purple, red, then I have like green and this darker blue. So hopefully we get at least, I think, how many is this? 5 colors? I think that'll be good. So I'm gonna sit here and work on this and see how it goes, and I'll update you guys when I have some progress in. Good morning, you guys. The last time you guys saw me, I was working. I said I was going to work on the triceratops, which I did, and I think I was aiming to make like 5 of them, but I honestly got bored after making 3, so I made 3. I made a blue, green, and a red. This pattern is from Club Crochet. And these are honestly so fast. I like to make them in regular sweet snuggles because I think they just come out to like a really good size. So that's what I did. And then I got bored of making that, but I still wanted to crochet last night. So I started working on, an elephant. Here it is. Oh, here it is. This is where like where the trunk gets built from. But I started working on this elephant, but I couldn't finish it because I ran out of stuffing too. That's another thing. I ran out of stuffing last night, and I keep my stuffing in my garage, and I didn't want to get up and go into the garage and restock my little stuffing bin. So I started working on this elephant until I couldn't really work on it anymore without like stuffing it properly. So this is where my elephant is at currently. This pattern is from AQ Crochet, and then after that I'm like, I still want to crochet, but I have no stuffing in my room, so I was like, what's something I can make that doesn't need stuffing? And if you guess a snuggler, you were correct. I started working on a Kato dragon snuggler. So I started working on in purple. I really wanted to make a purple one, but I didn't have a lot of purple Sweet Snuggles Light. But if you guys saw like one of my last videos, I restocked and I got so much purple that I was able to buy off of other crocheters and stuff. So we started on a purple one, and I got the body done. And then after doing this, I was like, you know what, Hailey, you gotta call it a night, because by that time it was like 12:30, and I was like, Hailey, you gotta wrap it up and go to bed. So that's what I did. I went to sleep. And then this morning, the yarn that I showed you guys yesterday, I was like, oh my god, let me just like wake up and start working on this custom so I can also like get it out of the way, which I did. And here it is. This is gonna be Mimikyu. He's a Pokemon. He mimics Pikachu. Mimikyu. I don't know. But I started working on it with the yarn that we got yesterday from Amazon. And as I was working on it, I was like, you know what? This does not feel like Posh. It feels like Skinny Chenille. That's what it was. Because I used Posh with it because I need some black, and it has black and like brown accents and stuff. So the black is Posh. And I was like, this does not feel like Posh. And then it clicked, and I was like, oh my god, this feels like the Skinny Chenille from Loops and Threads from Michaels. And I can't believe it's so small. I would have never thought I would use a yarn this small, but I really needed this color because it's a Pokemon, and it has to be like, this color wasn't exact, but this is the closest color I was able to find. So this is Mimikyu so far, and like the head is like tilted like that. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna stuff in the body. to give it some weight so it doesn't tip over once I sew on the head. You have to sew on the head and then you like have to like, and he's like sideways like that, and then he has like these big old ears and stuff. So I started working on that, but now it is 11:34 and I think we should get back to like our actual like market prep stuff. So let me grab my list and figure out what else we still need to make. So you guys, there's actually only one item left on my list, but I think there's also a second item that I want to add on. But the last thing on my list is bunnies. I don't recall who the bunny pattern is, but it's a free bunny pattern that I found on Instagram that I've been doing, and I brought 3 to my last market and I sold 2 out of the 3, and this market is even closer to Easter, so I want to make some of those. And then I think I also want to add like my mini little cats. I stocked up on loaf cats like a week or 2 ago, but I don't have any of my little mini cats, and I think it would be so good because I don't know what I'm going to price these ones at, but I feel like if I were to price these ones at $8, I could also make my mini cats and also price them at $8, so I have like an $8 section. So I'm thinking about doing that as well, so we need to add that to the list. But so cats, mini cats, and bunnies, those are the very last 2 things on my list. And then I went ahead and I added the elephant and the Kato dragon because I might as well, I have to get them done. And then the Mimikyu is a custom, so I will definitely get that done. So actually now I think we're going to change scenery and go sit outside because this morning I let Paisley out, who's my dog, and Paisley loves to sunbathe, so she has like a little bed out there, and she was out there literally sunbathing for like 20 minutes, and I was like, that actually looks really nice. Maybe I should go outside and crochet. I never do that. I never sit outside and crochet, and also like I live in Florida, so like my backyard seems like a tropical like oasis. Like I don't really know, but I should like do that. I feel like that would be good, so I think that's what we're gonna do. And I honestly think we might start working on the little cats because those are just easier to prep than the bunnies. And I think that'll be better. So I think we're gonna work on the little cats. The pattern that I use is from my_universe64 on Instagram, so it's a free pattern. It's amazing. That little cat pattern is one of my best sellers of all time, so you guys should definitely make it, and let's go crochet outside. Inside now. I took a break. I had lunch. I took another break, and now I'm here, and it is 2:30, and I did a total of 5 cats, guys. After I did the first cat, which is the orange cat, I had to move because I actually had like sweat dripping like everywhere, and I was like, this is disgusting. So I went and I sat under like the roof, whatever. But in total I made 5 cats. We have orange, then I made this black, these 2 are with Brunette Mystical, then I made this one, which is a variegated, then I did white with a black ear and a black foot, and then I did this black cat with a white center face and then white feet. So I did these 5. I didn't know how many I wanted to make. I think 5 is honestly, I think that's a pretty decent number. So I have 5 of these guys. And I think that's pretty good. And I think the color selection, I think it's cute as well. So that's that. But after I finished those, I came inside and I started working on the small bunnies I was telling you guys that I also wanted to do, because this was technically the last thing on my list. So we have the head, the ears, and then the body, and I still have to make the the arms and then sew everything together. But I have a cream one. I already have a light gray one made that I because I brought that one to my last market. And then there's also the white, but I don't want to make a white one just because the white brunette blanket is smaller than the other colors, so it always comes out smaller. Like also with this cat, like once you guys see, once I finish all the cats, you're gonna see that this one is a teensy little bit smaller than the other one. So I feel like it's awkward when you make like a bunch of the same thing and then just one of them is like smaller than the rest. So I don't want to make a white one because I don't want him to be like smaller than the other two. So I need to figure out what color to do. I could always do a fun color like pink, blue, or purple. Paisley. Anyways, or I could do a variegated one maybe in this yarn. I also have, you know what, I might do a variegated one. I have a variegated yarn that's like this, but it's more like cream and like a light tan, so that honestly might work pretty good for maybe another bunny. I also have a variegated gray, white, and I think it's like dark gray yarn, but that's that. I'm saving all of these guys so that I can assemble them on TikTok live, just because it's something easy and simple I can do and accomplish on live. But I also went around my room and I found a bunch of whips that we need to finish, so let me show you guys what's in here. Okay, so here is our quote-unquote whips box. What's in here is a lot of things that I started market prepping like a week or two ago that I never finished because I ran out of safety eyes, and I just restocked my safety eyes, so now we can go and finally finish these. But in here, whoa. But in here I had the 5 cat and the bunny. Then obviously you guys saw earlier we have the elephant, the Cadle Snuggler, and the Mimikyu is also in here. I have this black loaf cat that I need to safety glue these eyes in. Safety glue? Hot glue these eyes in because I took out the glitter eyes that were in here because I don't think they were straight. I don't know what happened, but I took the eyes out that were in here because I literally, like, I don't even know. But I took the eyes out. And then the Kato Dragon's in here. I have this random like mushroom cap that I made around Halloween time because I thought it would look like a witch hat that I never finished, but that I could finish because I do have some, I don't know if you guys can see them in the background, I have no idea where they are, but I do have some jumbo mushrooms, so I mean I could make another one because I have some jumbo mushrooms right now. And then I have these little rainbow octos that I did at a market one time. I was sitting there during a market day vlog and I worked on a bunch of these tiny little octos. I don't know if I want to turn them into keychains. I think I want to turn them into keychains, which is why I haven't done anything with them because, yeah. But I think I'm going to turn them into keychains, but I'm not sure because honestly, I don't even know. But next we have the same octo pattern, just in Sweet Snuggles yarn. And with these ones, I never finished them because I didn't have the eyes, but now I have the eyes, so we can finish them, and we have a total of 5 of these guys. So I'm going to save these projects to finish on live just because it's easy for me to snap in stuff and sew shut. So that's that, but I think I'm going to work on maybe 1 or 2 more bunnies. I honestly might do 1 more because we have this one already prepped, so that'll make 3. And I think that's a good number because I also have 3 of these love bunnies. I have this flower bunny, and then I'm also going to have peeps. So I don't want to go overboard. So I think that's good. We're going to make 1 more bunny, probably in a variegated yarn. It is now 6 o'clock. I did take a break and I went to Walmart and I came back and I finished both of the bunnies. So here they are. Here is the little cream one, and then here is the variegated, like, I don't even know what, cream and like a light tan. Look how cute they are. And then I went into my market bin and I grabbed the gray one. Here he is. So let me see if I can hold them all. Here are all 3 of the bunnies. So now I have 3 cute little bunnies. How cute are they? I think I'm gonna stick with 3. I think 3 is a good number. So now we need to finish the rest of the stuff. I think I may work on the elephant now because I want to save the other stuff for when I go on live, just because it's gonna be simple to do and not much brain power. So I think I'm gonna work on the elephant because that pattern, I've only made that pattern like twice before, and it's not like, I feel like I need to focus. So I think we're gonna work on the elephant. Guys, I'm drinking an Alani. I'm trying the blue slush flavor. I've never tried this one before, but I was recommended by an Alani expert, Dreaming Out to Crochet. She said I'm gonna try this one, so I tried this one. I also retried the pink one, the pink slush, the other day. I think this one's better in my opinion, but my personal favorite is the Cosmic Dust, and that's like the purple one. Tastes just like the grape Skittle. But I'm gonna work on the AQ crochet elephant now, and I'll see you guys later. So you guys, I went ahead and I finished the elephant. It is 9:07 now. I had dinner like an hour ago. I finished this guy. I also did like the little faces on the cats. I still need to embroider the whiskers, but I did that. I'm gonna head over on live, but really quick before I go on live, I'm gonna reorganize my background because I took a lot of the items out of my shop, specifically the ones that I want to bring to my market on Saturday, so I need to take those out. You guys are probably wondering, you guys always see that black bag in the back of my videos, and if you guys are wondering what that is my market stock. That's what's in there. So later in this video, we're gonna go in there and reorganize it, but we need to go into my background and take out a bunch of the stuff that I want to bring to my market and put it in the bag so that when I go live, people don't ask to see things that they can't buy. And then we're just gonna reorganize the background and probably put my mannequin heads up to display my bucket hats. So that's what we're gonna do. We made this cute little elephant, so that's gonna go into the market bin. But this is what my current setup looks like. I need to take down these bunnies. The bunnies that I finished earlier, they're there. I need to take those down. I'll probably leave all those there because I need to You'll guys see how I organize my market stuff. I need to take those bunnies down. I need to take these peeps down. But I think that's really it. And then we're just going to reorganize everything. So we're going to do that really quick. Then I'm going to go on live and put the whiskers on the cats. And then finish all the octos that I have in this box. And if I finish all that and I'm still in live, I'm probably going to work on more pieces for the Kato Dragon Snuggler. But with all of that, I'll most likely see you guys again tomorrow for another day. So I'll check in tomorrow so you guys can see my progress. Good evening, you guys. It is the next day. And yesterday I went on live and I finished all the octos. So I have them in this box here. And then this morning I started working on Kato. I'm still not completely done with all the parts for Kato, but let me show you. This is what I have done. We're doing purple, and then I used some of my opal eyes, and then I just did one arm. So this is going to be the secondary color. I'm doing Sweet Snuggles Light in lavender and ice green. So just like, imagine. It's going to be very cutesy, but we're probably not going to finish that in this video. And then for all the octos, we have these little guys, and then here like the other color variation of them. But I think we have 7 of them. They're just so tiny and little. And then for the larger octos, I also got them done. I also had 5 of them. They just look like that. Then, I don't know if you guys can see. Where did I put it? I don't know, but behind me is also the loaf cat. I went in and I hot glued the eyes in, and then I embroidered the nose and the whiskers. So that is everything that was on our market prep list. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into my market prep bag, which is a black bag that sits on the floor, and we're gonna organize it because the way I like to package items is that I like to put them in a little plastic bag and I'll tie it and I put it in the big bag just so that everything is organized. But It's not organized. I unopened like a bunch of bags, stuff are just randomly in the bag, and I want to go in and also organize the stuff I just made into the bags so that everything can be nice and organized and I can see what I have just in case there's anything I forgot that I do need to prep last minute. So we're gonna go through my whole market bag together. I've never done that in the video where we go through my market prep, but we're gonna go through all the market prep so you guys can see also the other things that I am bringing, and so that we can organize everything that's in the bag into the market prep bag. So we have transitioned onto the floor, but here is my market prep bag. I just got this bag off of Amazon. I got it in like a 2-pack for not that much. Oh my god. A crow just like landed on the fence and was like screeching. Anyways, this is my big market bag that is filled with plushies. So we're gonna go one by one. I literally, guys, I went to the kitchen and I grabbed some bags. These are just Walmart bags for when we do groceries and works well enough for me. So we're just gonna go through this so I can show you a little bit of everything I have. First, on top, I see a bunch of loaf cats. This is the kitten size pattern, but we have a bunch of loaf cats. These are bigger items that don't fit into bags, so I'm just gonna start putting them off to the side. Next up, we have the chubby bunnies and the peeps. These ones I also don't put in bags just because they are quite large. I'm actually gonna spin this around. I'm gonna start putting stuff on the chair, but these are bigger items that don't need to be placed into bags. Next up, what I see in here is a bunch of random chickens because I know I ripped open the chicken bag. What is this? Random stuff, but this looks like a good bag, so we're gonna start putting chickens in here. So we have like some tan chickens, cream chicken, pink, another pink, dark pink, but I just have a bunch of chickens, so we're gonna fill that up into maybe 2 bags. I have a lot of chickens, so we'll see, you guys. You see I literally ripped open the bag. Have a random little peep. We're just gonna throw him back there with the rest of the peeps. What else is in here? Some more loaf cats. Put those there. Right. Next up, I see a bag of $5 items, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and add in the octos that I just made. So these guys, they'll go in here because this is my other octo. This is my pattern, and these are the ones I just made. They're a little bit smaller, but roughly around the same size, so those are going to be $5 items, so I'm going to add them to the $5 item bag, just like that. So in here, I have these octos, I have this version of an octopus, pocket frogs, and then I have some aliens, and then I have turtles. I don't know if I have any turtles. Yeah, right here. And then I have these little baby turtles. And these are all the items that I bring to my market that are $5. So we'll put up, look, we have another pocket frog and an alien. Gonna put that in there. Next up, crochet bag. I talk about all the time how when I first started my business, I made crochet bags. This is an example of one of the crochet bags that I made. This is one of the only crochet bags I have left from when I very first started my business, which is crazy. I treasure this one. But here's one of those crochet bags. We'll put that on the desk. I see another chicken. We're gonna probably have to open up a second bag for the chickens. Then here is a bag full of bandanas, and there's a hat. I see another bag over here with bandanas and bucket hats. So I'm gonna have to organize that, but I need to fold them up nicely and stuff, so I'll just put them to the side for now. But I have bandanas and hats in another bag. We'll put that to the side. Then, okay, I see some more chickens. Guys, I have so many chickens. Okay. Then I see I have 2 of these tigers. I'll also put those to the side. Let me see if there's any more loose chickens. Here is another bag of $5 items. This is just filled with octos, so I'll put that with that one. Next, oh, I did not know that I had this. Guys, I have a triceratops. That means I have 4 now. I made 3 earlier in this video. We have a triceratops. I did not know that was in there. That's perfect. Okay, we'll have to organize that. Some more crochet bags. This one is like a little watermelon. Then I have a market bag. This was so painful to make, but I have like one of those like little market bags. I made it so big, but this one is just a cute little market bag. Alright, these chickens, we're gonna move them over there for now. Then next up, okay, I have a bag of turtles. These ones are just little sea turtles. I have them in a bunch of different colors. I have about I have what, 2, 4, 6 of these guys. Just a medium-sized turtle. Then in here, ooh, I did not know that I had this. I'm gonna put this one up in my online shop, but it's a bee on a swing. We're gonna add that to the online shop because I only have one. I'm not just gonna bring one car hanger to the market, so I'll add him onto my shop. So we'll put him up there. Then I just see some more $5. Oh, this guy, he fell in dirt. I remember. He's unfortunately have to be garbage because he fell into dirt. But these are some more aliens, so I'm gonna throw them into a $5 bag. Then what is, okay, I'm like seeing everything. It's like I have to remember what everything is. Here is a bag full of keychains. I have boba, some bees, a heart, and then a strawberry. And I have like 2 or 3 of all of these ones. So those are some keychains. Honestly, keychains don't do too crazy for me. Let me know in the comments if keychains do good for you. And if they do, comment which keychains you guys make. Because I struggle with keychains. I feel like they don't really sell, and I don't know what kind of keychains to make. So definitely let me know if keychains do good for you. What is this? Oh, okay. We have a bag of scrunchies here. As you can see, I also ripped it open like a maniac. All of these bags are ripped open. Okay, let's grab a new bag. And I just have scrunchies. We have blue, green, hot pink, this like tealish blue, another green, we have dark blue, and yeah, that's about it. So I have about maybe like 10 scrunchies in there. So that's that. What is over here? Oh, okay. In here I have all of my Pokeballs. So Pokeball, Ultra Ball, and then I have a Great Ball, and then I have 3 Pokeballs. So there's that. And then here we have Leggy Frogs. I don't know if you guys are like me, but Leggy Frogs absolutely do not sell online or in person. I have not sold a Leggy Frog in like a year, guys. It's crazy. But I think they're so cute, but I seriously haven't sold one in ages. But this whole bag is like, I think there's like 10 or 12 of them in here. But they're just Leggy Frogs. I have a bunch of different colors, different expressions and stuff. I have these guys. I'll bring them to every market. They never sell. They never sell. And I literally, on one market, I even dropped them to $6. Still did not sell a single Leggy Frog. So they just come with me in hopes that maybe somebody wants them. I don't know. Okay, and then the last thing I have here is my $10 item bag. So here is where I have some more of the octos. So we need to add those in. Let me open up a second bag. Let me grab another bag. Not that bag. Not that bag. Alright. We're going to open up a second bag and we're going to add in the octos that I just made. Like that. And then we're going to add in the other octos. So I had this one. I think that's it. Oh, I also have this squid. He'll go in there. Right. Next, I have some yellow bees. 2 jumbo pocket frogs. I have this red bee and a sitting bee. Then, what? There's just a random chicken in here. Okay, you'll go over there. And then I have 2 mushrooms. I have one made in Sweet Snuggles Light and then one made in Burnett. So we'll just put those back in there. And these ones are my $10 items. So that was everything that was in my market bag. And then obviously I still have everything that's in my display, and then all the things that I just made. I also have to organize those, but I think we're pretty solid. I don't think I have to prep anything else. I think what we have is honestly, I think it's pretty solid. And then I also know for a fact, I think, that I have a bin in my room that's also filled with plushies that I had no idea what to do with. I think, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna organize all of this and then I'll come back to talk to you guys. You guys, so everything that I wrote down on my list is complete. I added on the Kato, which I don't have time to finish in this video because I need to start editing it. But my Kato will be done before my market and I will bring him to my market. So I know I closed out this video and I said I was not going to finish the projects, but it is a couple hours later and I actually managed to finish them tonight. And we're going to include them in this video because I think they're really cool, they're really awesome. And I haven't started editing this video yet because I was going to wake up and edit it tomorrow because I thought I was going to go to sleep, but I didn't go to sleep. We're not going to speak of what hour of the night / morning it is right now. But I finished both of them, so let me show you. First is my... Oh my god, wait, I just realized I didn't sew the wings on. Oh, guys, I'm a bit delulu. But just imagine that the wings are on. I'm gonna sew on the wings after this clip. But imagine the wings are on. Look at how precious. This purple and the ice green, I think they look amazing together. And then once again, this is a snuggler, so the body is not stuffed. This pattern is by Lemon Cat Crochet. I think this might be one of my most favorite snugglers that I made. In the opal eyes, I used blue opal, and I think it complements it so well. But there's my Kato who's wingless. I need to put on the wings. I just like looked into this box. I was like, oh my god, wait, the wings. And then I finished my custom order for Mimikyu. I didn't really know that this was a Pokemon until the person messaged me and they were like, can I do Mimikyu? And I was like, hold on, I gotta research who that is. I don't know who that is. But here he is. Oh my god, if you guys are a Pokemon fan, you guys know about this Pokemon. Did I do a good job? Because, like, I was just going off of pictures I've seen, like, on Google. And I feel like he looks amazing. I followed a pattern. I'll pop the pattern name on the screen just because I don't know who made it. But this yarn, I used that yarn that I ordered from Amazon. And I think it's very similar to the Skinny Chenille yarn. So my fingers were cramping. My hands started hurting so bad making this, but it is all finished. And then I also used Posh, so like the black and the brown are Posh, and then this light yellow is whatever yarn I ordered off of Amazon. And then the face detailing, which was also really fun to do, I embroidered it all with just like normal acrylic yarn, and he came out so cool. Like, what the heck? This is why I love custom orders, because I would have never, like, ever would have made this Pokemon, I guess. But yeah, I just wanted to jump in and show you guys my finished projects. Look how cool they are. Okay, anyways, back to whatever clip I was filming for the outro. Bye, guys. But we got everything done. We got the axolotls done, the bunnies, the chicks, mallards, penguins, and the triceratops. And then I also added on the elephant and the Kato. Elephant is finished. Kato will be finished. I also need to finish my Mimikyu custom because I think they also want to pick it up at the market. So I finished everything that I had to do. Guys, go down below and comment what are some of your guys' best sellers at markets. I get this question a lot. My best sellers are cats. The mini cats that I made, the smaller version of the loaf cats do good. Axolotls, triceratops, those are some of my best sellers. And yeah, comment on your best sellers because I'm trying to find new things to bring next market season. I feel like this season of markets, like the springish markets, I was really trying to get rid of like inventory, and I really wasn't like market prepping much, just because when I market prepped over last summer, I market prepped so much stuff that I've been going through this market season. And I feel like I was able to get through a lot of that stuff, and I kind of want to switch up the things that I market prep. So if you guys have any bestsellers that I haven't made, or you guys have a 2 cents in markets and bestsellers and what I should make or what I should like consider making, definitely leave that in the comments. Also, don't forget to comment what you guys were working on while you guys were watching this video, and the next time I'll see you guys is on market day. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!